Hello! We are starting lesson 2. So you have done your first week of your Pathway course, and now we will go on to lesson 2. If you come to the home page, if you click on content, that is a good place to see all the folders. We'll go on to lesson 2. And from there, you have pre-gathering, gathering, post-gathering. It will just show what this week's topic is on. It's about being welcome to BYU. You'll learn about the principles of the BYU model and applying the process. You'll also work on a skill of asking and answering questions while you're reading and while you're speaking with others. And if you'll come, I just want to show a few things based on the questions and the emails I have been getting to clear some things up. I won't go over everything on the course today, but hopefully each week as I give little pieces that you'll slowly get more comfortable with and understand all the parts of this course. So the first thing that I want to talk with you about is where you can see what you have submitted and what's been graded. You'll see here at the top, you can click on assignments, and before I do that, I'm going to pause this and quickly go in as a student, so wait one second. So now I'm in as a test student. So if I click on assignments, it will show, here are the assignments, and there are assignments and there are quizzes. So these are the things identified as assignments. So for our lesson 1, just have the introduction to reading and writing practice. It will show this is something that I grade, and I grade all the previous weeks reading and writing practice assignments. And so as a BYU Idaho instructor, I am required to have everything graded at the latest 1 week after it's due. I like to try to get it graded sooner so it's closer to when you did it and you can remember and read my feedback and think, oh, that's why. But if time goes too long, sometimes you don't remember the assignment very well. So my goal is always the things that are due, lots of times all the things that are due Saturday night, I try to have graded by the next Tuesday night. That's my personal goal. I am required to have everything graded by the next Saturday night, but I like to get it done sooner. So you'll see the things that the computer grades some things, it's just an automatic grade. So those things you don't have to wait for me to grade. But I do grade these 3 assignments that you'll have for the future lessons. And you'll see here, submissions, I'm as a test student, so I just went in and submitted this assignment, but I haven't submitted any others. So it will show I have 1 submitted. I have not submitted these ones. And here is when they are due. If I have given you feedback, you'll see here. Okay? So that's for assignments. Then you have quizzes. So you have these things are called assignments, and these ones are quizzes. We're going to scroll, at the very top, you have a vocabulary quiz that was due for lesson 1, and you'll see here attempts, like how many attempts you took at completing that. So if I took 1 attempt at the vocabulary quiz, it will have a 1 out of 1. Okay? There's only 1 possible attempt, so I did the 1. Then you have this quiz, and it will show 1 if you've submitted it. Speaking partner registration is the other one, and then your prep quiz and your attendance report. You will see a 1 if you have submitted it, because that's how many attempts you've taken at that quiz. That is a way to do it. I will also show you could go up to my grades and grades. And when things are graded, this is where you'll see once if the computer has graded it or me as the instructor has graded it, you'll see the points there. Okay. So hopefully that's helpful when you're trying to figure out what's due or what I've submitted. It will probably continue to show you that something's coming up and due, even if you have submitted it. So don't get scared that you submitted an assignment, but it's still telling you that it's due soon. The other thing I want to talk to you about is discussion boards, questions and conversations. This is where you will go when you have just any general question about an assignment, a piece of the iLearn, a tab, something coming up. You just ask it there, and you students can answer others' questions if you know the answer to it. I'll make sure that I also am checking that. I also post my weekly note there so that you can reply, because you can't reply to me on the announcements page. So reply and ask questions or comment on my Monday notes that I give. This is also where you'll come and report your gathering. If you want to, it's not required, but if you want to tell us how it went, share a picture of your group, you would do it on this page. This is the page where you will do respond to the prompts for that week. And so if you go there, it will show you, give these directions. Here are, I just want to show you, follow the directions. The guidelines are here. Follow these guidelines. It's telling you what to do. I'm going to go actually to lesson 2 to show you the prompts, because you don't have to answer all the prompts. Okay, so I'm going to go to marking the beginning. Oops, sorry. We'll do that one in just a minute. Actually, I don't know that I'm going to take the time, because this video does limit that one's a little more self-explanatory. So I'm going to, like I said, go just to the discussion board. So you'll see here, welcome to BYU Idaho discussion initial post. If you click on that, it's in the pre-gathering because you need to have your initial post due Wednesday night. You have to have it posted by Wednesday night and then respond to other peers up until Saturday night. And it will just say, first complete this. It'll tell you what to do, the practice, and ponder what you've learned when you did the topic introduction and listening practice this. And then here are the prompts. Like it says here, just choose one. You don't need to answer all of those, all 4 of those. Pick one, and you can even put that in the title of your discussion post, so we know which one you're answering, and go ahead and write about it. It will say here, it should be long enough to be meaningful and communicate your thoughts well. So don't just have one sentence. It's hard to communicate your thoughts well with just one sentence. And then make sure you're responding to at least 3 students by the end of the week. So you can click there and it takes you to that discussion board for you to respond to one of these prompts. So that's the discussion boards. The last thing I want to show you is this week's application activity. And I'm actually, you know what, I'm going to go out of my test student and just take you to the assignment as the instructor. So in lesson 2, you have, each week you have something called an application activity, and this is the one I'll explain each week because it's a little more complicated than some of the other assignments, or it has a little more detail that you need to pay attention to. Just follow the steps. You first watch this video and reflect on the honor code, reflect on this policy and whether you're going to be willing to abide by it. Then you're going to watch this video, decide, and then once you've done that, you're now thinking about your personal schedule and how it needs to be changed or adapted to make sure you have success in completing all the assignments for this course. So what you'll do is there will always be a template for the application activity, and there are instructions on how to upload, download, and then upload the assignment. So I'm going to click there and it will download a blank template that I can click on that will then open. I can type right into it, and then I can upload it back to this assignment spot to submit my assignment. And my computer is thinking for a minute. Okay, so write 1 paragraph. I want you to make sure you're reading directions. So if it says 1 paragraph, I use that as my guide. So if I'm looking for 1 paragraph, and if it's not at least 3 sentences, then I take points off for not having a paragraph. Like it just says, will you live by the honor code? What do you feel the reasons are for it? And how can doing this help you as a student? So you would just click there and start typing. Okay. You'll have another question. And once again, it says write one paragraph to answer each question. So this, I need to have a paragraph. Here, I need to type a paragraph to answer the question. How will you adjust your life? I would click there and answer that. Then on the next page, you have a schedule. And you will type in what you do during a typical week to have what you will do to have success. Think of all the major activities. And this course expects you to spend between 15 to 20 hours because it is a 5-credit course. And so make sure you're going to show that you have 15 to 20 hours to spend on this class. So you'll just, it has an example here for Sunday, and then you just type in what you do. If you sleep this whole time up until 7, you would just do sleep. And then in a different color, maybe you do breakfast here. You'll see here they have leisure or family time. You're going to fill in your schedule from Monday through Saturday. What is it that you do to make sure that you complete the assignment and the courses? And you can just leave Sunday blank. Just fill in Monday through Saturday. So that is the application activity. You'll save that template somewhere on your computer, and then when you click here, it will ask you to upload. Take that assignment you just saved to your computer and put it back here. I hope that's helpful. I think that's all I'm going to tell you for this week. There's a lot. Assignments, the first 3 weeks of BYU Idaho Pathway Program. The first 3 weeks you can turn assignments in late. After that, we have a late policy that I will explain when it gets to that point. But make sure you're still trained. I would be good to practice, like there is a penalty, so that you practice getting things in on time. And then, like I said, I'll told you about the time frame of when I grade them. If you still have questions, email me or post on our questions and conversations board. There's also the WhatsApp group that I try really hard to be good at checking that. As instructors, we are required to reply within 24 hours of you emailing us. So if you send me an email on Monday at 5 o'clock, I need to respond to you by Tuesday at 5 o'clock my time. So you know that I'm responding within that 1 day frame. If more time goes on, I either didn't see it or something happened, so you should be getting a reply from me no later than 1 day after you've sent me an email. I'm excited to get to know you guys. I loved reading your introductions and learning about the amazing places you are from and your families. We have a lot of you that are newly returned from your missions, and I can't wait to have you share about some of that in some of your assignments and discussion boards. So have a great second week. You've gotten the first week past, and I promise it's going to get better. It's going to get easier to understand the course and how it's laid out. Just give it a try every day and know that I'm here for you. You have your Heavenly Father who knows what you're going through and is there for you as well. So keep up the great work. Bye, everyone.